let's kick off the chapter reviews with Black Clover chapter 211, titled "The Final Blow."
All right.
Um, yeah, so I guess like brief overview of what happened. I kind of forgot most of it.
I
what
mean,
what did they
really,
do? Oh, yeah, Yami.
only
He
thing is Yami did his slash, and
yeah.
then they
Is
kind of
that
hyped
a
him up a
new
little
move,
bit.
or is it just like an extra on top of the dimension slash he already had?
Hell no, that's the exact same move. That nigga just that's
It
all
was
he.
big though.
It
It was
was
big.
big, yeah. That's just another like Getsuga Tensho for like Ichigo. That's all it
Pretty
is
much
to
it
me.
cut
Yeah,
into
pretty
dimensions
much.
though.
Like
Huh?
seriously.
That shit was cutting through dimensions though, because he was like a good distance away from Buddy, and she was like, "Oh, is that gonna work?" And then he did it. It kind of reminded me of dude from JoJo's, like the third or fourth season, the guy who would just like he had to stand the hand, and he would just whoosh to get closer to you.
Oh
I
yeah,
Oh,
felt
yeah.
like it was
He
kind
like
of
cut the
similar.
distance between you. Yeah.
Yeah, I felt like it was kind of similar, like to what Yami kind of did there, where he was like a distance away, but he could slash and like close that gap somehow.
Oh, so that's what happened. So when he slashed it, it kind of went through a different dimension and just went to
Yeah, because
Buddy.
he
I thought
wasn't
he.
in the same room as them. He was like the chick was saying like, "Oh, you're like a decent distance away. Are you sure you're gonna be able to reach?" And he was like, "I got it." So I think he was like another room over or something, and still did it.
Yeah, I know he was far. I thought he had just. I thought his slash was just that long, pause, that he could reach it. But I guess it went to a different dimension and popped out and hit Buddy ass. Is that how it worked?
That's the way I interpreted it. I don't know. We gotta wait till the anime to see
Yeah,
how
for real.
they
'Cause I don't
how
know
they
what they be
figure that
doing.
out. Yeah.
yeah. I just assumed it was like literally just like an infinite slash, practically that literally cut everything. Kind of like Law, you know, like when he first cut like Virgo, and he cut
Yeah.
like pretty much everything. Like that's pretty much how I saw it. Like it just cut literally everything in that
That
slash.
means if anything was in the like basically in the way of that slash, they would have got sliced up.
Technically, I
I
mean,
mean, that's yeah. I guess that kind of looked like that. I guess because they
How
show like
plot
the
armory is that? That's kind of funny. That
yeah, because they
there's
show like
nothing
the
in the way.
rocks and all the other stuff in the way getting slashed too.
Uh,
Kinda.
okay.
But yeah, the
Yeah,
anime would make much more sense. But
yeah.
I mean, to me, it's just really hyping Yami up. Like they really hyped his ass up.
I mean, pretty much. I
it
mean,
has
if
to,
this
bro.
really is the final blow, then technically the final blow consisted of what? Yuno, Asta, and Yami.
The
So
Which
it's
outcasts of
yeah,
the
like,
nation.
what's that?
I said the outcasts of the nation.
Yeah,
right,
the poor niggas and then the immigrants.
Yeah,
That's
pretty
funny.
much.
like no fancy
Sure,
niggas
that
did
is what
that.
it is. The poor niggas and the immigrant. That's crazy.
Yeah,
But no.
and they were doubling up on the magical. Oh, also that was another interesting thing. Nero sealing the wounds. I think you might have added that there. Yeah, her basically Gumu Gumu no reaching on her magic and like saying, "Oh, sealing also means I could heal wounds."
hmm
Like
Yeah, they
what?
doing too much with the ceiling shit. She does everything now. Like she can seal anything. Like
Yeah, I mean, like,
everything.
this first started off with her just having the ability to open and close. So,
Next,
It'd
they're
be
gonna be
cool
like
sometimes.
she can seal your weakness, and then you just get stronger. Like
Right.
that's what they're gonna say.
It,
It's
it'd be cool
getting out of
sometimes when
hand.
animes do that, like where they give somebody a power and then they like super reach on what the element means, like what they're doing with her, where they'll be like, "Oh, it's a
Yeah,
power
yeah.
of wind," but really the power of wind means you can do this and that. And I
The
mean,
little
I
extra
guess,
add-ons they be finding putting out.
but she's so minor. It's kind of
Yeah.
like care about her. I feel like this is as deep as it gets for me when it comes to her, and I feel like we're gonna get something. I don't know where this is gonna go, but yeah.
I mean, do you think the demon is done now for good?
I think what Ass is about to do in the next chapter is going to wrap him up. Yeah, but I think he's probably gonna open up another portion of the story. So like his death is gonna be like,
Yeah.
oh hey, by
Open up
the
the
way,
whole
like
demon
I'm
world or
the
some shit like
weakest
that.
one. Yeah,
no, he's
or some
definitely a trigger.
extra
Yeah.
shit. Yeah, because I definitely don't see it being over after this, but at the same time, I find it hard to like figure out where they're going next because the story's been so all over the place. I was thinking the elves were gonna be way more important than they ended up being.
Right.
Like I didn't expect them to be like on this friendship tip. You know what I mean? I thought it was gonna be like, oh, okay, the elves are really inside of all these books and like talk about that relationship more. But now it's like, oh, we're friends and we're back to life now. So are you guys just gonna keep them in all of these bodies that they stole, or like what the fuck's happening with them now? Because they're not gonna attack the Clover Village anymore. You know what I mean? Like it's done.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Right. No, I don't know. The only thing that I could think that would really make sense is either one or two things. One, like it turns out this demon was like the lower echelon of the demons, and they just like come out of nowhere, just be like, "Oh yeah, you actually beat that bum mother effer. All right, I guess we can like come in and start doing some work, just to show you what's up." Or if they don't want to go the demon route and just leave him as the demon king or something, they just go into like some secret other kingdom that just has like OP mother effers that no one's ever seen before, and then they start trying to wreck the Clover Kingdom, pretty much like FT and the Springin 12. So I can see them doing that, but that's the only two things that make sense to me.
Yeah. Anything else on the chapter that
No, I
was
don't think
worth
there's
highlighting?
much of anything else.
No, that's pretty much it.
What would you guys rate it then?
Oh,
I'll give it a decent plus. I mean, it's kind of what we expected. Asta pulling up at the end with a little slash. Yami doing a little something because Yami hasn't done anything all this entire arc really.
Yeah.
So, but it wasn't bad. I mean, it's just black. It's typical Black Clover. It's really 100% Black Clover. Looked at Asta and be like, hey, if you can't keep up, Asta, I'm gonna leave you in the dust. Then Asta
Right.
powers up again. I mean, that's just what Black Clover does.
I'm gonna give it a clean, decent, and I'll give a MVP to Yami because I mean I think he put in some work. Um, and yeah, it's been a long time. I still think he needs a new move though. Like that shit is kind of
I
dry.
don't think he's gonna get one. I'm telling you, he's Ichigo.
uh,
He's
I'm
Ichigo,
just
bro.
like,
Like
bro, like you have. I'm just.
Getsuga Tensho from the first episode to the fucking last episode. This nigga had one move.
That's not true though. He got that Dimension Slash when he fought Beastmaster button, so he has
Who?
some other shit.
Oh, he
Yami,
just got that? He didn't have that before?
that slash I think he developed when he fought the Beastmaster that broke Ass's arms. I thought that
Oh,
was
for
when he
real? Oh, okay,
pulled
no,
it
okay.
out.
that's the first time he used that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Alright,
then
okay,
after
okay.
that he's just been using it since then, which is like,
He
damn, bro.
said, damn, this is
Beto
strong
done
as shit,
died
so I'm
and
gonna use
came
it.
back to life, and you still using that shit. So,
That's as strong as shit, he said.
I
So.
mean, it's a strong effing move, right? I mean, it's pretty much a slash that can never be blocked.
I'm
So
just like, think of it from like the Zatchbell perspective though. It's like this nigga Yami got like the first 2 pages of his book filled out, and then the last page of his book got a spell he can read, but all that middle shit is just like blank. Like that's what he's saying. Like there's got to be more there, you know?
yeah, I feel.
All right, what would you give
Did
it?
you rate the chapter? Oh yeah.
Um, like, I'm low key gonna. Well, no, I'll give that decent too. I was about to give it a decent minus, but I do like Yami, so whenever he does something, I'll give it a decent. But I thought they could have been a little bit more with it, but maybe it just didn't hit me because like I'm just not watching the anime itself. I feel like the actual episode of the anime might be like a little bit more lit, but I don't know how they portrayed it in the actual.
Hello.
Wait, can you hear us? What?
Yeah,
I can hear you now. Yeah, I think it cut out for a second.
Oh, did I cut out?
yeah. I don't know.
Either way, just keep going.
All right.
Oh, I mean, I was pretty much done. Well, okay, I'll just say it one more time. So I'll give it like a clean, decent. Yami's cut is always legit to me because, like, Yami's legit. But as far as like the actual like Yuno Asta combo, it didn't really hit me that hard simply because it seemed like the demon was already prepared for what Yuno and Asta was gonna do because he knew exactly what they were doing, and he was just like, "Oh yeah, it's no big deal because I'm a boss like that." And then he gets surprised pretty much by Yami, and they're just like, "Oh snap, what was that?" And then he actually gets got. So it was like, I don't know, that was just decent to me. Like if he actually did something in preparation for Yuno and Asta and then gets got, I would have been more about it. But
Yeah.
this is just, Okay.
I feel you on that. All right.